Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu Sharma. In this video, we will set up Keycloak authorization on a Spring Boot application. This is in continuation to my previous video where we set up a basic Keycloak authentication on a Spring Boot application. So let's get started and head to the code first. So this is our code and let's start with the POM XML. So here we are going to use a few dependencies, the Auth2 resource server, Spring Boot starter security, starter web, and a Keycloak Spring Boot starter. To get this dependency, you need to have this dependency entry present in your dependency management. These are the only things required in the POM, and rest all seems trivial. Okay. Now let's head to the controller. Here we have two endpoints, hello and hello PR, and we need to make sure that a normal user should be able to access only the hello endpoint, while a premium user should be able to access both hello and hello PR endpoints. They are just returning simple strings. That's all in this controller. Let's head to the security config. Here, this might look familiar to you, and this is the critical entry we have. So what we are saying is we are putting a filter as create policy enforcer filter method. So we are saying is we are putting a filter after the authentication filter, and this filter is responsible for the authorization. So what it will do is it will redirect the API calls to Keycloak where the authorization happen based on the URI and the user's roles and the permissions, and accordingly if the user is authorized it will be passed through to the controller, or else it will be revert back to the user as an unauthorized notification. So here you can see we have defined a file policy-enforcer.json, and it comprises of the details about how to connect to the Keycloak server. So this is the Keycloak server URL, and the realm is the realm we have defined in the Keycloak. Resource is actually the client ID, and the secret is the key client secret. Client secret. So this secret is generated from the Keycloak, and I will show you how we can get this. And then in the application YAML, we just make this entry. Here we need to make sure that we are pointing to the correct realm, right? Rest all seems same for other realms also, but you need to focus on this entry. And yeah, and right now this application is running on port 8282. Okay, so let's start this application and let me show you how it is currently behaving. So let's run this application. Okay, application is started. Let's head to the Postman. So first what I'm going to do is I'm making a request to Keycloak to give me a token for Himanshu user. So what I have did is I have two users, Himanshu and HS Premium. Himanshu user is a normal user and HS Premium is the premium user. So let's see how it behaves. So let's make a request for the token. It is saying refused. Okay, it seems our Keycloak is not running. So let me start my Keycloak. Okay. We are running the Keycloak in the same manner as we did in our previous video. So no change in that. So it is running, and can minimize it. Let's head to the admin console, and the credentials this time I have set is admin. Yeah. Okay. So now let's request for a token, send it, and yes, I'm getting a token for this client, and this is the client secret I put. This is the same one which we have placed here also. Okay. So yeah, here client secret is this one, grant type is password, and we are going for the user Himanshu, and we get a token. So let's copy this token. Okay, and now make a request to hello endpoint using the bearer token. and delete the old one, putting it the new one, no headers, just authorization, send it, and yes, I'm getting a normal user. So now what I do, I will change to premium endpoint, send it, and see, it is giving me 403 forbidden error because Himanshu is not authorized to access the premium endpoint. So let's head back and change our users to premium. So we say HS premium, okay, and the same password. We send it and we get a token. We copy this one, go here, we change the token to the premium one, send it, and now we are getting a premium user. And now if I change this to the normal endpoint, I'm able to access the normal also. So this is how the application behave, and this is how the authorization is working currently. How we set this up in the Keycloak, let's head to that. So first of all, you can see in our code we have not defined anything about authorization except this policy filter. Okay, so let's head to the Keycloak now. Here, this is the realm we created. So what I will do is, I will create a new realm and I will show you how we can set the similar setup. So let's create a new realm. So I will say new demo realm. Okay, we are saying new demo realm, new, let's say demo realm. Okay, and we create a realm. It's created. So now first thing what we have to do is we need to go to a client and we say create client and we say new demo client. Okay, new demo client, and you can use this one here, and next, and here we need authentication, and this time we are going for the authorization also. We say next, and here's the root URL. So root URL going to be localhost 8282, and we say that okay, the home URL will also be same. That's it. Save it. Now first head to the credentials. See, this is where that generated token secret is coming. So now what we will do is we will copy this one and we will update our code here. So in the enforcer JSON, what I will do is I will change the secret. Okay, and now instead of new realm, what I am new client, what I am getting is new demo client, right? So we say new demo client, and in the realm we use new demo realm, right? Client, new demo realm, all good. So let's hit back to the code once. So new demo client, new demo realm, and we copied the secret. That's it. And one more change here again, instead of new realm we say new demo realm. That's it. That's all the code changes we need. Okay, now coming to the setup of Keycloak. So here what we are going to do is we have the client, we save it, and we specify the root URL, home URL, all good. So now let's head to the credentials. Okay, this part also we have done. So now what we are going to do is we first need to create a users. Okay, so we will get back to the client area, but first let's create some users. So we say okay, create a user, and this time I'm creating Himanshu, and yeah, that's it. Create user and credentials here. So here you say set password, confirmation, and it's not a temporary one. Save it, say password, done. So again go back to and create another user. Here we are saying HS premium, copy, then we create it, then again credentials, set password, same, password or temporary, save, done. So we have the users, right? Now we are going to create groups. So we say, oh sorry, we are going to create roles basically. So we say create role and we say demo normal role. Okay, you save it. And users in role, we don't have any, that's fine, we will add them. Then again demo premium role. Okay, save it. So we have two roles. So if I go here, I have two roles, demo normal role, premium role. So what I will do, I'll go to users, Himanshu. Here in the role mapping, I will add normal role. That's it. Okay. In the premium, what I will do is I will add demo role, normal role and also premium role, both. Okay. All right. So we have users, we have roles. Okay. So this part is done. Let's head to the clients. In the client, we created this new demo client. We go to this one and then authorization. Here, first create scope. Okay, go to scopes, create authorization, and we say demo normal scope and we save it. Let's copy this one. We save it. Okay, and then again we create another scope and this time we are saying premium scope. Save. So we have two scope, normal scope, premium scope. Now what we are going to do is we need to create resources. So let's head to the resources. So we say create resource and we say demo normal resource. Okay, copy this, paste it over here, and here in the URIs we are saying normal. Okay, access everything, and then in the scope we are saying normal scope. That's it. URI this one. Fine, save it. Now we go to the resources again, and this time we are going to create a demo premium resource. Okay, so display name will also be same. Here we are going to say that premium resource is the one which should be able to access this one. Okay, and scope is premium, only the premium scope. Save it. Fine. So let's get back over here. So we have demo normal resource heading to this one with normal scope and premium resource heading to this one with premium scope. Okay, so we are done with scope, we are done with resources. Now let's head to the policies. So we say create a policy. Policy will be based on role. Okay, so role, and we say demo normal policy. Okay, copy it, paste it, that's it, save. Okay, roles, we need to add a normal role, assign and save, right? And then again we are going to create a one more role policy. This time it will be premium policy. So we say premium role, assign, save, done. So we have the policies in place, we have the scopes in place, and we have the resources. So resources are defining the endpoint and the scope. Scopes are scopes, and then policies are containing the roles mapping, right? Now the last part is the permission. Here what you are going to say, create a permission. Which one? We say resource based permission. Okay, click over here, we say let's say demo normal permission, right? Copy it, paste it, here resources we are going to say normal resource, fine, and policy we are going to say normal policy, save. Okay, again create a resource based permission. Here we are going to say demo premium permission. Okay, copy, paste. Again here it's a premium resource, and then policy is also a premium policy, and you can save it. Right, so we have the permissions in place. Permissions is the one binding the policy with the resources. Okay, that's all we need. So let's check our setup. Okay, so everything is in place. Now what we have to do is we need to first request a token. So let's head to the postman. Here instead of new realm, now it will be new demo realm. Okay, protocol OpenID connect token, that's all fine. And just to be on a safer side, let's restart our Spring Boot application since we changed these values. So let's restart it once. Okay, it started. Now in the postman realms, we change it to new demo realm, and then instead of client it will be new demo client, and the password is, so we need to check that password. We can pull it from here. We copy this one and we paste it over here. Okay, and this one let's first request for a normal user. Right, send it, and yes, we are getting a token. That means our realm and client and user setup is correct, otherwise it will give us error. So let's copy this token and let's see if our Spring Boot application is behaving as expected or not. So we delete the older token and I'm putting the new token and making a request, and yes, I'm getting a normal user. But the real check is whether normal user is prevented from accessing the premium endpoint, and yes, it is. It's not able to access the premium endpoint. So our authorization is working. Let's change to the premium user. Okay, get a token for a premium user. Copy this, change the token to the premium one, keep the premium endpoint, send it, and yes, it is working. And let's remove this one and access the normal endpoint, and yes, it is working. So let's revisit the Keycloak configuration one more time. We created a realm, then we created two users, then we created two roles. Right, it's just empty roles, nothing specified over here. So we created two roles, demo normal role, demo premium role. We created Himanshu and HS premium, two users. Then we assign the roles to these users. Himanshu get the demo normal role and the premium get both the demo normal as well as the demo premium role. Alright, after this we head to the clients section. Here we open our client ID, which is new demo client. We created this client, and in this client we specify the client ID as this one, and the root URL we keep the endpoint of our hosted application, Spring Boot application. Okay, and then we created we used these credentials. We head to the credentials section, we use these credentials and we use this in our code. Okay, then we go to the authorization section. Here first we did was we created a scope. We created two scopes, demo normal scope and demo premium scope. Then we head to the resources section and we created two resources, demo normal resource, where we specify the URI and the scope, normal scope. And similarly for premium, we specify the premium endpoint and the premium scope. After this, we head to the policies. In the policies, we created two policies, normal policy and premium policy. So normal policy have the role demo normal role. So remember, we created the role based policies. So whenever you go for a create policy, you can see the role one, you need to check this one. Okay. So role based policies are looking for the role. So normal policy is using the normal role and premium policy using the premium role. After this, we head to the permissions. In the permissions, we created two permissions, normal permission and premium permission. In the normal permission, we are binding with normal resource and the normal policy, and premium permission, we are saying premium resource and the premium policy. That's all the setup in the Keycloak. And then we head to the code. We made these changes. We get the secret. We updated our client ID. We updated our realm. This is the Keycloak server. It remains untouched. And in the application YAML, we make sure to update this realm name over here. Alright. So that's all in this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.